I certainly don't. And here, I think Porcelain on Twitter gave probably the best summary of the whole thing. So I'll just go ahead and read through this. 6X and Hammer 666 writes on Twitter, what the hell is this Ali Alexander Fuentes stuff about? Porcelain responds, Milo fell out with Nick and America First over Ali Alexander, seemingly a byproduct of the premature death of Yi-24. Milo began to post on his Telegram claiming Ali had used his senior position close to Nick to groom his young following. He revealed a series of lewd DM leaks between Ali and up to 25 young men, some of whom were underage. Ali was repeatedly asking for nudes and dick pics and attempting to arrange meetups with young boys for sex. The two most notable cases were Smiley, aged 15, and Lance, aged 17, two America First adjacent kids who were groomed by Ali Alexander, offering them influence, jobs, and potential meetups with Milo and others if they agreed to his sexual requests. Milo then released a large number of DM leaks and texts between himself and Nick, where he repeatedly implored Fuentes to do something about Ali. Nick acknowledged that Ali was a huge problem and agreed that he had, quote, heard enough. But he continued in a conversation with former AF treasurer Jaden McNeil to say that whilst he doesn't like the situation, it was politically beneficial to put up with Ali, and despite Milo's continued pressure to do something about Ali, a guy the entire dissident right have known was up to no good for years, Nick kept quiet. Ali was too beneficial a political tool to properly investigate the claims or take any of them seriously, despite his own acknowledgement of Ali's problematic sexual issues around his youth movement. Fast forward many months now, and Smiley, aged 15, reveals that he was groomed by Ali, and all the texts are released. He spoke on Richard Spencer's podcast claiming Nick 100% knew but did nothing. Lance, age 17, mirrors this, claiming that Nick knew he was being harassed. He was harassed by Milo as a child for dick pictures, something Nick later admitted to knowing about. However, again, Nick did nothing at the time. He was recently, and it has, it's been a while since I've done this, Again, Nick did nothing at the time. It has recently been suggested that Nick and Ali had actually pressured Lance to lie about the encounter, a claim that was published today in a Daily Beast article. Nick has now doxed Lance's place of employment on his Telegram whilst blaming Smiley for flirting with gay adult men. He has claimed that he should have known better even at 15 years of age before claiming that he was the actual victim, Nick. He has now been featured in a large number of publications, and as of right now, Ali Alexander is still a cozy TV streamer. Nick still hasn't disavowed Ali himself, just the, quote, gross actions. In fact, Nick is today signal boosting Ali Alexander's Telegram post. There's a lot more, but that's some of the general stuff. So I think that was, out of everything, it's some of the better summary of some of the more early stuff. You're good.